to another edition of True Talk. The theme for this year's True Talk still remains parent-children relationship. On today's edition, we will still be looking at the issues surrounding young adults moving out of their parents' home. On our last edition, we'll listen to the perspectives of parents regarding this issue. And in case you missed it, simply head over to our YouTube channel where you can watch it and also other engaging content we have lined up for you. Now, let's listen to what the young adults have to say.
With my parents particularly, there was no particular discussion. It's not like we discussed it. You get, so there was no disagreement, and it's not like they said, no, you're not going or anything. So I think they're fine with it. I'm even sure they expect it to happen at some point.
Personally, I don't have an issue for a young lady or a young guy to stay outside his parents' home. I don't have an issue with that. Once you are responsible and you are sure you can take care of yourself, I don't think there's any issue with it. And I think one of the reasons why parents are scared for allowing their children to stay outside home is because they are not really sure of their work, what they've done. Because if you've given your child Jesus, you've given your child education, and you've given your child morals, I see no reason why you should be scared for your child to stay alone.
They didn't really give any good response because they're like, I'm a girl, so I need to be with them till I'm settled before I can move out. Like, they have all these disadvantages of a single lady staying on her own. As a young lady living home, it's not really that they don't trust me, but they are just having this little fear of staying alone. Some things might happen and you now end up regretting. To me, I feel I can do most things on my own. Like though they might still have their advices, but I feel me staying at home, me staying alone, I'll have that confidence in myself that, okay, these are the things I can do and I can do this without anybody.
When I moved out, for the first 2 months, I had a lot of growth. Let me just put it that way. So it's kind of personal growth for me. So.
Me, I feel it's wrong. If a lady stays with her parents before getting married, it gives the husband to be, that's maybe the family, even the husband, a respect for the lady. That yes, this one is well trained. You know, when a lady starts living alone, she's already independent. There are so many things that the parents can't even curb her for, or what she's doing. You get. But once she stays with her parents, there will be limited things in which she'll be doing. But as a lady, when you start living alone, even for a man to correct you, it's always very, very difficult. Majorly, it's actually grace and who the person is. You know, some people are brought up wisely, while some, there's a saying that says, know the child of whom you are. So if you are born by a good parent and you are well trained, there's no big deal there staying on your own. Then you know that yes, you are being cultured and you follow the line, you follow the lead of your parents. But you that you are not well trained, or even while your parents are training you, you still feel no, you can do on your own. At the end of the day, when they marry, they have issues in marriage.
I think it is something we aspire to do. I think parents should encourage their kids to go out, even before time so the child does not get lazy and start to feel too comfortable and too relaxed. It is a beautiful thing to see, a young adult leaving the nest, going out to do great things. It's wonderful. So I think children should get that orientation from their parents to leave as soon as they can, even before they can, to help them to strive and be great in life.
I think there comes a time in the life of a child that has been growing from a teenager to now a youth that has to find his own path. The truth is, if you're not on your own, you can't really build yourself as much as when you're under your parents. I lived alone for like 7 years, and it was during that period I learned many things concerning myself that I didn't even know. But now I'm back to my parents' place again, and I can't exhibit many things that I've done on my own now because there's this confinement with me. But so I think there's a time where you live on your own, you seek your own path, and it helps you grow.
It actually depends on, I would say, your capability, if you can. Like, okay, like in a world now, mostly guys tend to leave the house first before ladies. Some ladies from their parents house, they get to their husband's house. But somebody like me, actually me, I'm even planning to leave my parents' house very soon. I'm not that old. I'm not that old. But if I feel I can live alone, if I feel I can be able to take care of myself alone, like I have my cousin brother, he actually left his parents' house. The month he left, the next month he got married because he knows he couldn't live alone. That's why he did not leave all this while. But as he say, okay, I'm about to get married, let me just leave. So it actually depends on somebody's. If you are able to, if you know you are able to take care of yourself, you're able to live alone. If you are able to just be with yourself. All right, thank you.
The parent, whether you like it or not, there must come a time that your children will have to live. So it's now a question of when is it supposed to be. I believe any child that has attended higher institution, university, and all those things has a level of independence, and it should now be dependent on his decision after school. You get? It should not be a force to stay with his parent or not. The reason is because what if there are circumstances whereby God forbid something happened, the parent died, how will the child cope with such circumstances? So those are the major thing that I think is important, is to train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he can do his things his way and he won't depart from it. So I think the most important thing is that training that you should give to your kids as at when due, so that when they are grown up, if you raise a child in the wrong way, when he's grown, he's going to be a wrong adult in the society, and that is just it.
Indeed, both sides have interesting perspectives on this issue. Every parent knows that at some point their child will move on from them, and every young adult knows that sooner or later they would have to live on their own. We should also note that there are no straight answers to issues such as this, as various factors come into play. However, here are some helpful tips that we think can make the process of moving out of the home a lot easier for both parents and young adults. 1. Understand that your parents' refusal to let you leave home is born out of love, fears, and concern. 2. Learn to communicate your intentions properly with your parents. 3. Suggest moving alongside a sibling or trusted friend rather than alone, as this will ease their fears. 4. Be responsible. Your level of responsibility could actually give your parents the confidence that you can live alone. 5. Strike a deal. It could be coming home on weekends, once a month, or for special occasions. It could also be in the form of paying someone else to do the job you would normally do if you were around, such as domestic chores. 6. Parents should trust the children and understand that at some point, their adult children will leave home. 7. Parents could suggest that their young adult children stay at a location that is easily accessible by other family members if it will make them feel at ease. 8. Parents should also understand that children will definitely need to learn how to survive on their own. 9. They should also understand that there are loads of opportunities waiting outside for their young adults, and they might not be able to access this if they are kept at home. 10. Both parents and young adults should put issues like this into prayer, as prayer is the first step in proffering solutions. Well, that's all for now. We hope you find some of these tips helpful. Thanks for joining us on this edition of TRU Talk. Do have a splendid week ahead. Adeza Alcaton, on behalf of Press House.